Hi there, so this is going to be showing the psoas stretch, so a muscle heading through the hips. So if you've got hip or back pain, this is really good. So take a nice breath in. You're going to stand with your feet hip width apart. To find that, bring your feet together, separate the heels, then bring the toes in line. Soften through your knees. Pull in your belly button just a little bit so you engage your core. Lift up through your sternum and lengthen through the back of your neck and let your chin rest softly. You can rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth, so that gives you a very soft lower jawline. You're going to breathe in, take one arm up. As you breathe out, you're going to lean away from that arm, leaving the arm upwards. And you should feel the stretch into the hips. So breathing in, and then as you breathe out, turn your head to look at your hand, and you might feel that stretch coming over the back of your hip. And again, breathe in, feel that stretch, and breathe out. Gently come up and bring your eyes front again. Bring that arm down, we'll do the other side. So breathing in, arm up. As you breathe out, just lean away. Again, you'll feel that stretch all the way through the side. Breathing in. As you breathe out, turn your head to look at your hand. Breathing in. Breathing out, feel that stretch into the back of the hip. And slowly come back up, releasing that arm. Back down. Great. So next up, we need a chair or a stool. If you're on a chair with a back, nice flat back on it, get a chair with a flat back. I've got a stool. You're going to take your spiky ball and we're going to work underneath the hamstring. So sit on your chair somewhere comfortably, and you may want to roll forwards and back over the ball with your hamstring. Find the sore spot. Maybe you've got a sore spot at the attachment point, which is your seat bones, or maybe you've got one more in the middle, the fleshy part of the muscle, or maybe down towards the knee, but don't go under the knee, just somewhere along the muscle. Okay, so I've got a spot here, so I'm just going to leave the spiky ball there. I'm going to breathe in and out into that ball, just allowing those fibers to spread out over the ball. Breathe in and out for about 4 breaths, and then you're going to breathe in. And on the 5th breath, you're going to breathe out, lift the leg up. So you're engaging your hamstring as well. Breathing in to lower, breathing out to lift. You're also working your quads, breathing in to lower. So you're just stretching out the hamstring fibers over that spiky ball. Okay, do about 4 of those. And then we'll do the other leg. So do the other leg. I'll turn around. And again, you're going to roll over that spiky ball. See where you might have a tender spot on your hamstring. You might have more than one, so do both spots. Breathe in and out, just resting on that spiky ball. Breathe with it. With each breath, the body will work out that it's nothing you've got to be afraid of or run away from. By the time you get to the 5th breath, you're going to breathe out, lengthen the lower leg. Breathing in to lower the leg, breathing out to lift. And again, do 4. So you just spread out those fibers. Okay, that's your hamstring. While we're on the same side, we're going to go under the piriformis. So find the fleshy part in your buttock to do the piriformis. Okay, just rest it there. Then you're going to cross your leg. Oh yeah, right on the piriformis. So you're sitting like a number 4 really. So breathing in, again, remember, lift up tall, keep your sternum open, smiley wide collarbones. Breathing in and out. So the first 3 or 4 breaths, your muscles are going, oh, and then by the time you've reached the 4th breath, the body's worked out it's okay. unless you're on your sciatic nerve. If you are, get off your sciatic nerve. And then for sort of the next 3, 4, 5 to 8 breaths, just gently push into that ball, spreading out those fibres into the ball. Breathing in to release, breathing out to spread those fibres out. Good, we're going to do the other side. Bum, bum. So again, into the fleshy part of the buttock. Ooh, do the 4 sign, so you're crossing your legs like a number 4. And again, a little bit, if your piriformis is a bit tight, might feel a little bit tender. Breathing in. Just resting on it. Try not to fight it. Breathing in and out. And then by about the 5th breath, push down, breathing in to release. Breathing out, push down. Breathing in to release. And breathing out to push down. Lovely. Well done. Next you're going to need a block, okay? So get rid of your ball and just chair. So next you're going to need your block. So this is for swinging your leg. I've come near the wall because we're going to use the wall as well. You're going to swing your leg back and forth and then side to side. So swing your leg back and forth just to get that hip a little bit mobility. Just swing it, try and switch off from it so you're not leading with the calves. Swing it back and forth, and then you're going to go side to side. Give yourself enough room, lean into the wall, taking the leg out and across. Okay, I'm doing reps of 8. So we'll do the other leg. So just swing your leg back and forth. Swing that hip. Keep a micro bend in the knee. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then taking it across. Again, keep a micro bend in your knee so your standing leg isn't rigid. 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Next we're going to do a forward bend to lengthen and stretch out the hamstring. So stand with your feet hip width apart. You're going to soften the knees and then you're going to bend all the way forwards. Put your fingertips out, rest your fingertips, let your neck be soft. So now with nicely bent knees, you're going to straighten one leg for 3. 3, 2, 1. That's for a nice isolated hamstring stretch. Other leg, so bended knees, and then 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your buttocks and slowly uncurl and come back up. Now we're going to stretch out the rectus femoris muscles, so your quads. So now we're going to stretch out your rectus femoris muscle, so one of your quad muscles in here. So what you're going to do is keep the ball of your foot up when you take the leg back, okay? So we're going to essentially do a lunge, but making sure we tuck the tailbone under. This is your tailbone, and we're going to make sure we tuck the tailbone under so we get the length through the quads, through the muscles in the front. Okay, so do a lunge, bending the front knee, keeping the ball of the foot on the back in contact with the floor, coming into a bit of a right angle, and then tuck your tailbone under and feel that stretch down through your quads. Lovely. So we can repeat that. Coming down, tuck your tailbone under and back up. Breathing in, breathing out, tuck the tailbone under. And one more. Tuck the tailbone under. Good. We'll do the other side. So again, keeping that ball of the foot planted on the mat. Coming forwards. Tuck your tailbone under and coming back up. Breathing in, breathing out. Tuck the tailbone under. Feel that strength. Stretch. And 3, tuck the tailbone under. And 4. Well done. Okay, then we're going to do frog squats. Okay, so for frog squats, let's turn this a little bit this way. So for frog squats, you're going to bring your hands together. Stand with your feet hip width apart. You're going to bring your hands onto your chest. Relax your shoulders, lift up through your sternum, soften through the knees. Keep that core engaged, breathing in. As you breathe out, you're coming back into a squat as if you're sitting down on a chair. You can put a chair behind you if it makes you feel more safe. Keep your knees and feet facing forwards. Then you're going to tip down with a flat back. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, come back up into your squat and squeeze the buttocks and lift. So breathing in, lengthen, breathing out, coming down into a squat. Breathing in, tip forwards, flat back. Breathe out, sit back, squeeze the buttocks, breathe in, stand. Good, breathing out, come down into your squat. Breathing in, tipping forwards, keeping those knees and feet straight. And squeeze the buttocks and stand. Good, one more. Breathing out to come down. Breathing in to tip forwards, lengthening the hamstrings. Breathing out, sit back down, squeeze the buttocks, breathe in and stand. So that's 4, okay? Well done. Then next we want to mat so that we can lay down on the floor, and you need your spiky ball so that we can release the tensor fasciae lata muscle. So that muscle attaches at the top of one of your hip flexors, and it also is attached to your iliotibial band. So crosses right down to the knee. So sometimes when you get pain down the side of the leg, it's usually due to this little tiny muscle at the top. So we're going to release that, and then we're going to take the ball round to do the glute med, which is at the back and can often give you pain as well, specifically. And then we're going to lengthen for the glute minimus. Okay, so working all those muscles, well, not all, some of the muscles attaching onto that hip joint. So lay down on your side, and then what you're going to do is you're literally going to put the ball kind of where you bend your legs, in that bend, and then you're just going to roll forwards onto it. That'll be around your TFL. Okay, if you bend your knees, you'll probably feel it engaging over that spiky ball. So there you can stretch it out just a little bit. Then you're going to take your spiky ball, you're going to bend this leg so that you can control rolling back onto it, and you're going to move to the fleshy bit again, more or less in line with that crease where we've just been, and you're going to roll back onto it. Breathe in to relax, breathe out, roll back onto it. Try and relax this leg. And I'll show you the other way round. Yeah. So I'll repeat the same leg, but you're going to do the other side so that you can see. I'm just going to do the front tensor fasciae lata, and I'm bringing this behind onto the fleshy bit, and then I'm just going to roll back. Okay, and again roll back for my glute medius. And if it's tight, you'll get a little bit of a signal. Your body will let you know, and then just breathe into it. Try and breathe into it. Okay. And then for the little glute minimus, we're going to do the inverted clamp to lengthen it a little bit. So you're going to lay down on your side, stack your hips, knees and toes so your waist is away from the floor. And then you're going to keep your knees together. Keep your knees together. And then as you breathe out, you're going to take your heel away so you're lengthening through this little muscle up here. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. 3 and 4. Okay. Well done. And we'll do both sides. Sit on the side. So again, laying on your side, stacking your hips, knees and toes, waist away from the floor, breathing in. As you breathe out, heel comes away, knees stay together, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. One more, working 4s and 8s, breathing out. Well done. Okay, then if you can come up to sitting, have your legs at 90 degrees. A good stretch is to walk your hands forwards. Then take your hands round to the thigh. Walk that way. Bring your elbow down and stretch all the way over. And swap that over. So 90 degrees, 90 degree sort of angles. You're going to walk your hands forwards. Nice glute stretch. And over the thigh. Just hold it, rest, breathing in and out. One side will be tighter than the other, obviously. Bring your elbow down and stretch over